I'm your host, Thelma Sugay, with the Stop the Asian Hate campaign brought to you by a grant from the California State Library in collaboration with the Burlington Community Services and Housing Development. This week's episode is a continuation of the Roques versus the Weber. I have had the fortune of interviewing live and in person the victims themselves, Patricia Roque and Nerissa Roque. We'll be right back after a few reminders here on FAPCCA TV.
Hi, my name is Nelly Reyes Schwab, people call me Lanelle, and I am here to invite you all to our new nonprofit Assistance Services Institute for Asians in North America, or AASIANA for short. It is something that we offer to our people of color, to diverse minority groups, mostly Asian women who are very talented as creatives, artists, or healthcare professionals. If you want to take your talents or your systems to the next level, where it can be your legacy building, contact us, because we are gonna give to you all the information how you can be helped with our AASIANA app that's been in the works. Thank you so much again, AASIANA, and we will welcome you anytime that you are ready to go and build your legacy. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful time.
We have Mom Nerissa Roque, and Nerissa, you were, as much as Patricia, a victim on that night. Talk to me about how you're coping. And you can speak in Tagalog. So yeah,
right
please.
now, to be honest sa inyo, hindi pa. Wala kaming, we're still in the process. Hopefully, we can find justice. Pero sa ngayon, wala pa eh. Wala pa kaming nakikitang
Naklaro.
Yeah, naklaro. Pero, I mean, like every day, just, you know, yung pang-araw-araw namin buhay is traumatized up to now.
Affected po kayo?
Yes.
Natigil po ba ang trabaho nyo?
Hindi
naman.
Hindi naman kasi
kailangan kumagot.
Yes.
Correct.
Pero yung fear and everything, hindi pa rin mawawala. Nandito pa.
Ano po ang pinaka matinig na epekto po sa inyo in terms of emotional and traumatic stress? Ano, nagigising po ba kayo sa gabi?
Yes, I have a bad dream. Like recently, tutulog ako, bigla akong nagising kasi nakita ko siya, panaginip ko, at sinasabi niya dun sa girlfriend na hanapin ako.
May girlfriend po pala siya?
Yes.
Nakilala po kayo?
No, I don't know. I don't know about his part, but
and I understand this is not his first offense. Is that a correct statement?
Yes.
Okay. Ano po ba yung una niya? Do we know what that past experience was like with him?
We don't know the first, but based on the records that is available to the public, he has domestic violence. He once tried. He was caught at an airport for drugs and robbery, burglary. I think his biggest one was trying to rob into a house.
Okay, so he pretty much has a dark past.
Yes.
And ang pakiramdam po ba ninyo pag nasa korte kayo, may pag-asa tayong manalo or feeling nyo slanted ang atin o hindi tayo nakakasigurado sa outcome?
Hindi tayo nakakasigurado sa outcome. That's why nandito kami and nagpapasalamat kami sa tulong ng lahat, especially sa mga organization, media, and you know, sa inyo po, and community support. Without you guys, without sa lahat, I mean, yun din, apektado rin siya kasi hindi niya na nagagawa yung dating ginagawa niya, yung paglilift, tapos yung pag bumibili kami ng tubig, siya yung nagbubuhat, hindi niya na nagagawa ngayon. So,
meron po tayong lawyer, no? Meron po tayo. Okay naman po kayo sa trabaho ng inyong
we're so thankful.
Sino po nga ba ang inyong lawyer?
Rojas Law.
Okay. And they're doing their best.
Yes.
We hope you get the compensation you deserve. And let this be a lesson Tayo po, huwag tayong magtatago. Let us not cower in fear. Harapin po natin to kasi dahil po sa ating narrative, makakatulong po tayo sa ating ibang kababayan. We'll be right back after a few reminders here on FAPCCA TV. Stop the Asian Hate program brought to you by a grant from the California State Library in collaboration with the Burlington Community Services and Housing Development. I'm Thelma Sugay.
Hey everybody, Martin here. I'm on Philippine Airlines on my way to Los Angeles for the August 28th concert to celebrate my 40 years at the Walt Disney Concert Hall. We'll see you there and thank you to Philippine Airlines for bringing us to you, August 28th, Walt Disney Concert Hall.
Thinking of premeditated violence, perhaps even of killing someone? Your thoughts cannot be ignored or unheard. LifeTarget.org has links to over 400 services ready to help you now. LifeTarget can help you find a proxy, someone always there to help you overcome your thoughts of violence, anger, and hate. Don't let your negative emotions take control. Your loved ones and your community need the positive side of you. You're not alone. LifeTarget has your back.
So the last time that we had a community meeting, we were really anticipating of how the case might go. It was before the arraignment. So a lot of things has happened since then. Thankfully, things have been on our favor at the very least. Things have been going well, but it has been a never-ending journey and a struggle for us, because not only are we participating within our campaign. I mean, for me personally, I volunteered to be a part of the media committee because I feel like I should do more. You know, not only because I'm a part of what has happened, but I also wanted to help out other volunteers who may be lacking in people, and just to make their jobs easier. Because again, this is all volunteer. But my family and I had also appeared in different events, like JC had mentioned, PSONA, the rally gathering at Roland Heights. Authorities have had significant information about the suspects who had assaulted and robbed the victims. So that's a next step for them, but it's not only a next step for the victims personally, it's also a next step for us within the community, because it gives us a sense of hope that, justice is still there. It may be slow, it may be difficult, it may be frustrating, but it's there. And it's only possible thanks to people gathering, you personally, gathering here, gathering at events, marching, protesting, rallying, because if we don't make any noise, then we are not going to be heard, unfortunately, and that is the reality of communities like ours and other vulnerable communities that have experienced something like this for way longer than imagined. And so I really wanted to emphasize that first and foremost, because I feel like that's the most important thing that we should address. And I thank you guys for being here again. This may be your first time here, but it's our second community meeting, and I'm thankful that people showed up. And again, thank you very much. And besides the other updates that were mentioned beforehand, the only thing that I can say is to support not only my family's fight for justice, but to support the importance of community and unity within the community, as a whole. Because that's the only thing, we the people can do to be heard and to be listened to and to be understood. I wish that things were different. I wish that the justice system sides with us and other victims that easily, but unfortunately that's not the case. We have to make noise, or unless we won't be heard. And so support me and my family, support our campaign, support our fight for justice, support other victims of hate and violence and prejudice, no matter how bad it can be. And so the last thing I want to mention is, again, the preliminary hearing on August 19th. I would say that that'll be the next step within our campaign. And so we would really appreciate it if a lot of people come to the courthouse at that day, because during the arraignment, and a lot of people had showed up to the arraignment, a lot of community members showed up, like JC had mentioned before and Janine had mentioned before. The judge was surprised that he had a lot of audience in the courtroom, and he was also surprised that after the arraignment on our case has been heard, almost everyone in the room had left. And so it shows a big impact of community. Again, I cannot emphasize that enough. It truly means a lot for a lot of people. It means a lot to me, it means a lot to my family, and it means a lot to individuals like us. So again, thank you very much for supporting us, and we hope to see you even after all this. This is a lengthy process. This does not finish overnight. This will go on for months and months, unfortunately, but again, we won't stop here, and we hope that you do not stop here too, because we really need all the help we can get, not only for our campaign, but for the Asian community as a whole and other vulnerable communities as well. So thank you.
When healthcare frontliners were in our most difficult days, I wrote Misdiagnosed as a beacon of light and laughter. But what I didn't know then was that this script will go on to win the Chicago Screenplay Awards, and then Hollywood launched my screenwriting career. But this little show started it all, and it's getting a makeover into a live-action mockumentary in the vein of Modern Family and The Office. Now, welcoming producers and filmmakers to join the new team as we create the only medical comedy series currently on television, and one that will include the Pinoy perspective. So here it is, our opportunity. So come join the team and let's make this happen.
It's been a pleasure to have you with us once again here on FAPCCA TV. Keep on watching because we will have updates for you. The next trial will be on August 30th at the Van Nuys Court. We hope to see you then. And please, let's educate and stop the hate. This has been your host, Thelma Sugay, on Stop the Asian Hate Campaign, brought to you by a grant from the California State Library in collaboration with the Burlington Community Services and Housing Development. We'll see you next time.